2026 Colorado DMV Permit Test 2222 questions and complete answers. Question 1. It is important to slow down. Option A, on narrow or winding roads. Option B, at intersections or railroad crossings. Option C, when the road is wet or slippery. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation. You should always slow down when driving on narrow or winding roads, near intersections, near railroad crossings, on hills, in sharp or blind curves, where there are pedestrians or driving hazards, and when the roads are wet or slippery. Question 2. From top to bottom, the following is the proper order for traffic lights. Option A, red, yellow, green. Option B, red, green, yellow. Option C, green, red, yellow. Option D, green, yellow, red. The correct answer is option A, red, yellow, green. Explanation. On a traffic signal arranged vertically, red is always on top and green on the bottom. When arranged horizontally, red is always on the left and green on the right. Question 3. While backing, you should. Option A, rely only on your mirrors. Option B, flash your lights. Option C, open your door to see if it is safe to proceed. Option D, turn your head and look through the rear window. The correct answer is option D, turn your head and look through the rear window. Explanation. When intending to back up, always check behind your vehicle before getting in. Children and small objects are difficult to see from the driver's seat. While backing, turn your head so you can see through the rear window. Do not depend only on your mirrors or sensors. Question 4. If two drivers arrive at the same time to a four-way intersection controlled by stop signs. Option A, the driver on the right has the right-of-way. Option B, the driver on the left has the right-of-way. Option C, one driver may continue driving without stopping. Option D, one driver should honk to indicate that they are giving up the right-of-way. The correct answer is option A, the driver on the right has the right-of-way. Explanation. Yield the right-of-way to the driver on your right at a four-way intersection if you both arrive to the intersection at the same time. You may then proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 5. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other. Option A, it is always safe to proceed after one train passes. Option B, you must always stop before crossing the tracks. Option C, when one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Option D, honk your horn as you cross the tracks. The correct answer is option C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Explanation. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other, watch for a second approaching train after one train passes. Do not begin to cross the tracks until you're sure no train is approaching from either direction on either track. Question 6. Your vehicle's stopping distance increases when stopping. Option A, on a wet or icy road. Option B, on paved highways. Option C, when driving at night. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, on a wet or icy road. Explanation. Stopping distances increase on wet or icy roads. Stopping distances also increase on road surfaces covered in loose gravel or stones. Question 7. License plates are required to be. Option A, displayed horizontally. Option B, fastened in a way to prevent swinging. Option C, clean and visible at all times. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation. License plates must be fastened horizontally at least 12 inches from the ground and in a manner that prevents swinging. They must be clearly visible and kept clean and legible. Question 8. If an aggressive driver cuts you off, you should. Option A, call the police immediately. Option B, stay calm and move out of the aggressive driver's way. Option C, flash your vehicle's lights to let the aggressive driver know he's wrong. Option D, use a driving action of your own to get back at the aggressive driver. The correct answer is option B. Stay calm and move out of the aggressive driver's way. Explanation. If an aggressive driver cuts you off on the roadway, stay calm and get out of their way. Trying to get even with an aggressive driver risks escalating the situation and increasing the danger. Question 9. Always signal when. Option A. Changing lanes. Option B. Pulling into or out of a parking space. Option C. Pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. Explanation. Always use the proper turn signal when changing lanes, pulling into or out of a parking space, or pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Communicate with other drivers on the road to help prevent accidents. Question 10. A solid white line on the right edge of the highway slants into the left. That shows that. Option A. There is an intersection just ahead. Option B. You are approaching a construction area. Option C. You will be required to turn left just ahead. Option D. The road will get narrower. The correct answer is option D. The road will get narrower. Explanation. A solid line along the side of the road indicates where its edge is, marking the boundary between the travel lane and the shoulder. If the edge line angles toward the center of the road, this means that the road is narrower ahead. Question 11. Defensive driving is. Option A. Identifying dangerous driving situations and taking action to avoid accidents. Option B. Defending yourself against poor drivers by getting ahead of them in traffic. Option C. Following the vehicle ahead of you at a close distance. Option D. Quickly changing lanes and shifting in and out of traffic congestion. The correct answer is option A. Identifying dangerous driving situations and taking action to avoid accidents. Explanation. You drive defensively when you identify dangerous driving situations and take action before an accident occurs. Defensive driving helps prevent conflicts with aggressive, offensive, discourteous, careless, inattentive, impulsive, ignorant, or intoxicated drivers or pedestrians. Question 12. You approach an emergency vehicle that is stopped with its lights flashing. You must. Option A. Slow down. If possible, change lanes so you will not drive next to the stopped emergency vehicle. Option B. Drive to the right side of the road and stop. Option C. Stay in your lane and continue to drive at the same speed. Option D. Accelerate to quickly pass the stopped vehicle. The correct answer is option A. Slow down. If possible, change lanes so you will not drive next to the stopped emergency vehicle. Explanation. If you approach an emergency vehicle, tow truck, or roadside assistance vehicle that is stopped with its lights flashing, you must change lanes to allow the vehicle extra space. If there is only one lane moving in your direction, or if changing lanes would be unsafe, you must slow down to a speed below the posted speed limit and give the stationary vehicle as much room as possible. Always slow down and be prepared to stop when you approach an emergency scene. Question 13. A leaking exhaust system can. Option A. Cause excessive oil use. Option B. Require your vehicle to have a tune-up sooner than normal. Option C. Make you drowsy while driving. Option D. Set grass fires on country roads. The correct answer is option C. Make you drowsy while driving. Explanation. The exhaust system helps remove toxic gases, reduce the noise, and cool the hot gases coming from a running engine. Fumes from a leaky exhaust system can cause death in a very short time. They can also make you drowsy while driving. Question 14. Worn or bald tires. Option A. Can make turning more difficult. Option B. Are likely to hydroplane. Option C. Can increase your stopping distance. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. Explanation. Worn or bald tires can increase your stopping distance and make turning more difficult. Tires without adequate tread also increase the risk of hydroplaning. Question 15. Drivers may not pass from either side of a blank center line. Option A. Combination solid and broken yellow. Option B. Single broken yellow. Option C. Double solid yellow. Option D. Single broken white. The correct answer is option C. Double solid yellow. Explanation. A double solid yellow line down the center of a two-way road means that it is prohibited for traffic from either direction to cross the center to pass. Question 16. When approaching a railroad crossing, you should. Option A. Slow down. Option B. Look for a train. Option C. Be ready to stop. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. Explanation: when you see any signs indicating a nearby railroad crossing, you should slow down, look for a train, and be ready to stop. If the red warning lights are flashing or the gate is down, you must stop 15 to 50 feet before the railroad tracks. Do not try to go around the gate. Question 17. When approaching an accident scene, you should: Option A, keep your attention on your driving. Option B, keep moving. Option C, stop if you are involved or if emergency help has not yet arrived. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. Explanation: do not stop at an accident scene unless you are involved or emergency help has not yet arrived. Keep your attention on your driving and keep moving, watching for people who might be on or near the road. Never drive to the scene of an accident, fire, or other disaster just to look. Question 18. You are approaching an intersection when the traffic light changes from green to solid yellow. You should: Option A, consider it the same as a caution sign and continue through the intersection. Option B, stop immediately. Option C, stop before entering the intersection, unless you are too close to stop safely. Option D, speed up to get through the intersection before the red light appears. The correct answer is option C. Stop before entering the intersection, unless you are too close to stop safely. Explanation: when approaching an intersection with a solid yellow traffic light, slow to a stop before entering the intersection if it is safe to do so. If you can't stop safely, drive carefully through the intersection. Question 19. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right-of-way. Option C, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option D, treat the light like a stop sign. The correct answer is option D. Treat the light like a stop sign. Explanation: flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs. Question 20. To be safe when crossing a railroad, you should: Option A, look both ways, but only when the red light is flashing. Option B, listen, look both ways and then proceed if it is safe to do so. Option C, cross especially quickly when a train is approaching. Option D, quickly pass under any lowering gates. The correct answer is option B. Listen, look both ways and then proceed if it is safe to do so. Explanation: railroad crossings are always dangerous. Drivers should look and listen for an approaching train coming from either direction before proceeding across the tracks. Watch for signals indicating an approaching train and never proceed until you are certain it is safe to do so. Question 21. Which of the following statements about railroad crossings is true? Option A, it is against the law to go around lowered gates at a crossing. Option B, you must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger. Option C, not all railroad crossings are equipped with flashing red signals and gates. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation: you must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger, stop sign, or warning devices, such as gates or flashing lights. Not all railroad crossings are equipped with such devices. It is against the law to drive around lowered railroad crossing gates. Question 22. Car drivers should know that large trucks: Option A, have large blind spots. Option B, can stop more quickly than passenger vehicles. Option C, do not need more room to maneuver than passenger vehicles. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, have large blind spots. Explanation: a large truck has large blind spots to the front, sides, and rear of the vehicle. Avoid lingering in these areas. Because of their larger size and weight, trucks require more room to maneuver and stop than passenger vehicles.